Also here is a quite advanced country also for the medical, the technology as well. But that's why not only for business, but also we need to, collaborate with looks like, local partner or local company to, proceed as some advanced, technology like, AI embedded, products or, yeah. So,
compare your Fujifilm compares with other people in this space for AI and innovations that you have recently introduced in vitro diagnostics.
yeah, right.
So how do you compare with the others in this space? Are you ahead? Are you in terms of the know-how and technology that is being applied?
Yeah, and since the Fujifilm, we developed the PAX system nearly, I think, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And then we are very dedicated to the medical IT system. Then we have a lot of kind of some data to develop the AI systems. But that's why we are ahead compared to others. So yeah, because our medical business is based on the IT. So yeah, that's our the advantage. I believe so.
That's your unique selling proposition in terms of diagnostics, in a way that you're ahead of others in terms of the technology you offer in diagnostics.
Yeah, AI system, particularly to the customer. Yeah, right.
So what I've understood is that you have some very new technologies for lung cancer diagnosis, mammography.
Yeah.
If you could tell us a little bit about the new technologies that you've introduced in these diagnostic systems, it would be.
So, for example, not only for the lung scanning or the, we also have some endoscopy. Endoscopy is also that we developed some AI technology for the, automatic detection. But it's of course it's a supporting, not a decision. We cannot make a decision using the AI, but it's the supporting the doctors to find
Does this mean that early detection is more precise, and more time saving and life saving thereby?
Yeah, and we hope that we can contribute also to some effectiveness of the doctors working. Doctor always they're very busy and no time to talk to the patient but that's why we try to the more the doctor can be concentrate on the some the decision making. So yeah.
Yeah, UAE is very advanced country, so artificial intelligence or digitalization is much advanced. On the other hand, so healthcare platform, so still so different bit the so Japanese. For instance, Mr. Akiyama said so early diagnosis and the screening program is not regular providing for all the people. So our mission would be some transferring from the Japanese way to the screening program, whole bodies screening or colon cancers and breast cancers. We have the solution and the system. So that's our opportunity to contribute in the UAE.
A big role in preventive.
Do you have any plans to have a partnership deal with Dubai Health Authority in order to introduce your products in this market? Any plans? Have collaboration with Dubai Health?
Yeah. Actually, so we met with the Dubai Health Authority, and so they also introduced very interested into the artificial intelligence program. So we just started to discuss. So what kind of collaboration? Maybe more screening. Sorry, not screening. More research and development portion. Yeah. With the DHA.
Yes. Also with Ministry of Health, you're working closely.
Yes. We do working closely to the SEHA, and we do working close to the MOHAP. Yeah.
Mohap.
Yes. Yeah.
What kind of collaboration you're having with MOHA and SEHA?
Actually, so Mr. Akiyama told that the PAX system. So we are now introducing the PAX system for the SEHA hospital, and it's the enterprise, and also equipment. We introduce X-ray equipment. So to the SEHA and the MOHAP. So that's current our business. So we want to expand on more solution as a solution provider, one-stop shop So not only the current product, but also endoscopies and IVD, what you mentioned. Yeah, that's our unique portfolio. So that's what we are working on now.
How important is the Middle East and Africa region to Fujifilm on a global scale, and why is it so important?
Yeah, because just thinking about the population itself, it's the Middle East Africa is a quite huge population, of course, and also the also the technology side. That Dubai has the very good technology and a very good advanced hospital. A lot of advanced hospitals here. But therefore, also in order to for us, develop our new technology, we need to how can I say partner that with the very the advanced hospital itself. So the collaboration and the collaboration point of view, it's quite important for us to have a location here.
It's your largest regional office center in the Middle East.
Yeah, Middle East and Africa. So
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. Yeah.
What sectors do you see booming? AI is covering every segment, every vertical as we know it in today's context. Are there any verticals, any sectors apart from healthcare that is of interest to Fujifilm?
Yeah, for example, not only for the diagnosis, but also for example, making the report. Yeah, also to make a report is a very, very, how can I say, it's some cases, it's taking the more time. So the doctor need to gather the all information. But once that we are using the AI, of course, again, it's not a decision making, but supporting the doctor's work. Yeah.
So would that mean that you're syncing your diagnostics with the electronic medical records
Yeah.
of the patient? Are you bringing everything together
Yeah.
for the doctor?
Yeah.
Speaking about that, how do you ensure like the privacy of the data? We're talking here about like health data, and it's very sensitive for many people. What are you doing in that regard of like security, privacy, and that kind of stuff?
I'm sorry, yeah. Could
I'm
you,
asking about the privacy.
Ah.
Basically, you're connecting your systems
Mm.
to the data of the patients.
mm,
How do you ensure the privacy of the patients themselves?
Mm.
It's not leaked some way, or it gets to the wrong hands and that kind of stuff.
I see.
We comply to the GDPR
Yeah,
rules,
yeah.
so we make sure that we have a robust compliance system
Mm.
in order not to
Mm.
have issues on this. So
Yeah.
we give priority to data security.
What pain points do customers come to Fujifilm with?
What importance you mean? Why customer?
Pain
What are the
point.
concerns? What are the
Pain
issues
point.
they come to Fujifilm and say, give us a solution, whether it's healthcare, whether it's printing, whether it's...
So first, that
What are
we
the
have
common
a quite the wide range of products. I mean, not only for the diagnostic products, but also including the endoscopy and also IVD and also our advantage the IT system. That means we can offer the total system to the customer, and also the maybe the connecting the each the equipment. In some case, it's paying for our customers. So we can. Because we can offer the total solution, but that's why we can do everything. So that's the good point, advantage.
Currently, what is the unique selling point for Fujifilm, especially in the Gulf region and the Dubai market?
Unique point for the cartridge.
Yeah, one of the uniqueness for Fujifilm Middle East. So we open FTC, so which is the Fujifilm Technology Center. So purpose is this technology center to provide a training program. Yeah, so we have already more than 3,000 people come to the taking the training. So why? So this is very important because current equipment evolving. So customer has to know how to use and how to maintain. So from the technical standpoint and clinical standpoint. So we have all the products here, and we can provide training so people use real products. That's the very uniqueness for us. Nobody can do in this region UAE.
Technology is changing at such a rapid pace.
Yes.
So what you discovered or you patented now might just get obsolete very soon. So you have the wherewithal or this thing to be updating and accommodating new changes into the innovation and in the built-in machines, making those changes or tweaking whatever is required. Will you have that kind of capacity to keep changing with time? maybe within a year something gets obsolete and you have a new one. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
that
yeah.
goes on, is that your R&D is supporting this center as well, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, digitalization so is so quite helpful. So software so can be updated. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Even so same equipment and same yeah machine. So we can upgrade by the so new software. So shorten the diagnosis time. So it's also very different compared to the so before. So thanks to the software upgrading.
We are here at the Expo City site, which is Expo 2020, and we have the Expo 2025 taking place in Osaka, Kansai.
Hmm.
Can you comment on this and Fujifilm's role in Osaka, Kansai 2024?
Actually, we did not exhibit, our product to the Osaka, exhibition, because Expo itself is more, we are, dedicated to the specialized exhibition, like, the medical, the exhibition or even, for the digital camera so that we prefer to the more, the direct communication with our customers. So, that's why the Expo itself, it's a big event and of course we are very engaged. But, actually we do not participate in Expo, Osaka. Yeah.
Earlier in your address, you talked about opening of a new center in September, October. Can you
Yes,
justify
yes,
that
new
because
Ransa,
you
yeah.
just can you explain that?
Yeah, as Kondo-san mentioned, we are very, eager to introduce our kind of some screening culture in the Middle East. So it's a, that we believe that it's a very good, how can I say, that it will be the big contribution to keeping the people, the healthier situation. So, therefore, we decide, open, Nura, here. It's a, maybe 11th location in the world,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Number 11.
We already have a, the 5 center in India,
Yeah, yeah.
Mongolia, Vietnam,
Vietnam, and
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Yeah. We are trying to spread kind of some, the health check culture
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
That's one idea or the purpose to realize the more, healthier, the community.
Yes. For Japanese, especially so over 40s, 50s. So annual checkup is the so mandatory. So company so request you have to go once a year. Yes. But here, so it's not mandatory. Maybe so people feel the so some sick, so people go to the hospital. But Japanese culture is so early, so detection and yeah, early treatment. So that is why so our concept of the so center. So healthy people come and check the all the your body and the 10 cancers and the 20 life diseases can be so found. Yeah. So only 90 minutes. Everything is digital and so we have the technology for teleradiologists. So we have the so some doctors and they're using AI. So it makes a very quick checkup. Yeah.
Governments in the Middle East are very concerned about knowledge transfer from multinationals, companies such as yours. Can you talk to me about any knowledge transfer you have for youth in Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, in terms of knowledge transfer,
Knowledge transfer
in terms of technology,
Yeah,
whether
yeah,
it's healthcare, university students, or something?
yeah.
Do you have any-
Yes,
Actually,
yes, yes.
we have some, partnership with some several famous universities.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. Even so, today we have agreement with the Tumbe Hospital in So our MOU, so understanding is that so we will provide so students. So they have the so Gulf University. So that's why so we provide education for the students through the so our FTC. So that gives the so future so people to learn about so technologies. So that is one.
Students will be trained in the new
Yeah,
technology.
yeah, 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 yeah.
At the university hospital.
Yes, yes, that's right, that's right.
One other thing I wanted to ask you is that, all this comes at a cost, the sophisticated innovations, technology. So when it comes to, bearing the cost for, let's say, a diagnostic test, or is there some kind of a optimization of technology and reduction of cost with the kind of time taken and everything gets quicker. So who ultimately bears the extra cost for all these diagnostics? Does it get down to the patient, or is it being absorbed by the systems? Is it more expensive, or is it cheaper for patients to be able to get these diagnostic tests done in quicker time?
For example, in Japan, the Japan is it's a national healthcare system we have so in Japan. So, therefore, basically, the cost itself is, the borne by the government. So, but the government has a huge, let's say, the burden or the huge money need to spend. I mean, to sustain the people, the health in Japan. Of course, government want to reduce the cost. But in this case, also our technology can support. For example, the hospital can more, do the medical diagnosis in an effective way, or even, currently the doctor, there is some problem with doctors, how can I say, the workload is quite hard. They need to work until midnight. So, but that's why we also reduce the time.
Yes.
For the good life, so for the doctor as well. So using our new technology like AI and
Hopefully, health insurances will absorb the cost.
absorb the cost.
Yeah.
Finally, it's absorb the cost. Extra money for the, out of time working or like this.
Japan has the world's highest population decline.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a known
it.
fact for many years. Are there any lessons in this respect that Fujifilm can give to governments in the Middle East in terms of healthcare, especially? Or any lessons that Japan has learned from declining population growth that you can use for your customers across the globe?
Yeah. For example, the particular we also maybe, how can I say, Japan is, also, we have a lot of aged people. In particular, for some, for aged people, maybe, we can, how can I say, give some, the more, how can I, kind of some medication for the aged people. That's you can, also, how can I say, what we experienced in Japan is that we can share with other countries. Yeah.
I have a question about regulations. You work in a